Hello, Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise here, with a supplemental installment in my Meeples For Sheepish Peoples series, discussing the social activity of board games in the lives of people who aren't necessarily socially outgoing. Now, this series originally aired 2 years ago, right after Gen Con 2014. In fact, the original series largely dealt with overcoming the apprehension of joining 60,000 other strangers attending that convention due to social anxiety and introversion. And it was at this year's Gen Con, just earlier this very month, that a viewer approached me with a question. He asked, "Now that 2 years have gone by, has your continued presence in the board game community and at a variety of conventions had an impact on your ability to enjoy these social situations?" That's a good question. Well, the answer to that is a resounding yes! And no. Helpful, huh? Here's what I mean. The variety of different social situations that I've had the opportunity to participate in over the last 2 years have indeed helped me stretch my comfort zone. In a way, it's been like practicing an instrument. Better. This practice has taught me what tools I have at my disposal to help manage the obstacles that could otherwise have prevented me from entering those situations in the first place. First, regarding social anxiety, I've learned how finding my place within a group setting affects my comfort level within it. At most of the conventions that I've attended, I've been working with the Dice Tower at their booth and at events, recording videos, speaking with publishers and designers, etc. And feeling like I'm there to do a job has made those larger conventions far more bearable, even enjoyable. But if I wasn't attending in that capacity, instead just wading through the sea of people and noise all on my own, I'd probably last about 5 minutes before I ran back to my hotel room to hide. And that just doesn't work. Which brings me to what I've learned about introversion. Running back to my hotel room to hide works. At several conventions I've attended, where there's continually games to play and events to attend, I've experimented with creating my own event, periodically retreating to my hotel room alone, and just enjoying the silence for a few minutes. And I've discovered that these quiet moments during a convention exponentially recharge the energy that's slowly been drained by the constant collaboration with the congregation. So, while the struggle is still present, I've discovered tools that help me retain my enjoyment of these situations, which otherwise could have prevented me from participating in them in the first place. Now, of course, what works for one person may not work for another. However, I think the important takeaway here is that I didn't learn what works for me instantaneously. It's come with practice over the last 2 years. And during that time, there's been things that haven't worked. But I'm glad that I continued to try, because continuing to try is what this series is all about. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? I think it's going to be a big hit.